Imagine a lizard so big it looks like a real-life dinosaur. That's the Komodo dragon for you. These incredible animals are the largest lizards on the entire planet, and they have a secret home. You won't find them in your back garden or a local park. They live on just a few small rugged islands in the country of Indonesia. It's a hot, dry and wild place, the perfect kingdom for such a powerful creature. These giants have roamed these islands for millions of years, long before people ever set foot there, making them true ancient survivors from a lost world. So, how big are we talking? A fully grown male Komodo dragon can be absolutely massive. They can stretch out to be as long as a small car, about 3 meters, and can weigh more than a grown man, sometimes over 70 kilograms. Their skin isn't smooth and shiny. Instead, it's covered in tough, bumpy scales that act like a suit of armor. These scales are a dull, earthy color, ranging from gray to brown, which helps them blend in perfectly with the dry soil and rocky hillsides of their island home. They are built for power, with strong, stocky legs and a long, muscular tail that is as long as their body. Komodo dragons are fascinating because they are true island dwellers. They are only found on 5 islands in southeastern Indonesia: Komodo, Rinca, Flores, Gili Motang and Padar. This small corner of the world is their entire kingdom. They love the heat and are most active during the day, when they can be seen basking in the sun to warm up their cold-blooded bodies. This process, called thermoregulation, is vital for them to have enough energy to move, hunt, and go about their daily business. They are masters of their environment, perfectly adapted to the challenges of island life. When you first see a Komodo dragon, you might notice its long, yellow, forked tongue flicking in and out of its mouth. It might look like it's getting ready for a snack, but it's actually smelling the air. This special tongue helps the dragon pick up tiny scent particles from its surroundings. It then places the tips of its tongue on the roof of its mouth, where a special organ tells it what it's tasting on the wind. This amazing sense allows it to detect a potential meal from kilometers away, making it one of the most effective trackers in the entire animal kingdom. Komodo dragons are apex predators, which means they are at the very top of the food chain on their islands. Nothing hunts them. They are carnivores, which means they only eat meat, and they have a surprisingly varied menu. They will eat almost anything they can catch, from smaller animals like rats and birds to much larger prey like deer, wild pigs, and even water buffalo, which can weigh many times more than the dragon itself. This powerful appetite makes them the undisputed rulers of their habitat, maintaining balance by controlling the populations of other animals on the islands. They are not picky eaters and will also scavenge, cleaning up carcasses they find. Their hunting style is a brilliant mix of patience and explosive power. A Komodo dragon doesn't chase its prey over long distances. Instead, it relies on stealth and ambush. It will often lie perfectly still, hidden near a game trail or a watering hole, sometimes for hours on end, waiting for an unsuspecting animal to wander by. When the moment is right, it explodes into action. Using its powerful legs, it can charge forward in a short, surprising burst of speed, aiming to get in just one powerful bite. This strategy saves precious energy in the hot island climate. That one bite is what makes the Komodo dragon so deadly. Their mouths are filled with around 60 razor-sharp teeth that are serrated, like the edge of a steak knife. These teeth are designed not for chewing, but for tearing and ripping flesh. If a tooth breaks or falls out, another one quickly grows to replace it, ensuring their dental toolkit is always ready for action. The real danger, however, comes from their venom. For a long time, scientists thought their saliva was just full of nasty bacteria, but we now know they have venom glands that deliver a toxic cocktail with their bite. This venom is incredibly effective and works in a few different ways. First, it stops the victim's blood from clotting, which means the wound will just keep bleeding. It also causes a massive drop in blood pressure, sending the animal into shock and making it too weak to run or fight back. After landing a bite, the Komodo dragon doesn't need to wrestle its prey to the ground. It can simply let go and follow the wounded animal from a safe distance, using its incredible sense of smell to track it until the venom does its job and the animal collapses. It's a clever and chillingly efficient hunting method. Unlike many animals that live in groups, Komodo dragons are mostly solitary creatures. They prefer to live and hunt alone, coming together only during the mating season, or when a large carcass has attracted several dragons to the same spot. When they do gather to feed, there is a strict pecking order. The largest and most dominant dragons get to eat first, often bullying the smaller ones and forcing them to wait their turn. Young Komodo dragons have a particularly tough start to life, as adult dragons will sometimes eat them. To survive, the little ones are incredibly agile and spend their early years living up in trees. Baby Komodo dragons, or hatchlings, face danger from the moment they emerge from their eggs. A mother dragon will dig a large nest burrow to lay her eggs, but she doesn't stick around to protect them. After about 8 months, the tiny hatchlings break out of their shells and must immediately scramble for safety. They are small, vulnerable, and a potential meal for everything from birds of prey to other Komodo dragons. Their best defense is to climb. They use their sharp little claws to scurry up trees, where they will spend the first few years of their lives, feeding on insects, geckos, and other small tree-dwelling creatures. As they grow bigger and heavier, around the age of 4 or 5, they become too large to climb trees effectively. This is when they descend to the ground to begin their life as a terrestrial predator. Their drab, earthy adult colors start to replace the more vibrant patterns they had as juveniles. They must now learn to hunt larger prey and compete with other adult dragons for food and territory. It's a big transition, moving from the relative safety of the treetops to the dangerous world on the forest floor. But it's a necessary step on their journey to becoming the king of the island. Komodo dragons are truly remarkable survivors, and they have some unique behaviors. For instance, they are surprisingly good swimmers and have been seen paddling between their home islands, sometimes covering long distances in the open ocean. They are also skilled diggers, using their powerful front legs and claws to excavate burrows up to 3 meters deep. These burrows provide a cool refuge from the intense midday sun and a safe place to rest at night. This ability to swim, dig, and climb at different life stages shows just how adaptable these giant lizards are to their challenging island environment. Komodo dragons play a hugely important role in their ecosystem. As the apex predator, they are essential for keeping the natural environment balanced and healthy. By hunting herbivores like deer and controlling their numbers, they prevent these animals from overgrazing and destroying the vegetation on the islands. They also act as nature's cleanup crew. By scavenging on dead animals, they help to recycle nutrients back into the soil and prevent the spread of disease. Without the Komodo dragon, the delicate balance of life on their island homes would be completely thrown off, showing just how vital one species can be. Unfortunately, these magnificent dragons are in trouble. They are currently listed as an endangered species, which means there is a very high risk they could disappear forever. Their biggest threat is habitat loss. The forests and savannas where they live are shrinking as human settlements expand. This means there is less space for the dragons and less room for the prey animals they depend on. Climate change is also a serious concern, as rising sea levels threaten to swallow up parts of their low-lying island homes, further reducing the space they have left to live and hunt. The good news is that people are working hard to protect them. The Indonesian government created Komodo National Park in 1980, a protected area that covers the dragons' main island homes. Here they are safe from hunting, and their habitat is preserved. Park rangers patrol the islands to monitor the dragons, protect them from poachers, and educate visitors about the importance of conservation. Scientists are also studying the dragons to better understand their behavior, their health, and how they are being affected by changes in their environment, which helps in making better plans to protect them for the future. The Komodo dragon is more than just a giant lizard. It's a living treasure and a symbol of the wild, untamed world. It reminds us of a time when giant reptiles ruled the earth. Protecting them means protecting their entire island ecosystem, from the smallest insects to the largest water buffalo. By respecting these incredible animals and supporting the efforts to conserve them, we can ensure that the last dragons on Earth continue to roam their island kingdom for many generations to come. They are a unique and irreplaceable part of our planet's natural heritage, and it is our shared responsibility to keep them safe.